They say bones don't weep. But deep beneath the earth, there is a sound, a cry, not quite human, not quite beast. Miners in Romania first heard it in 1928. Then they vanished. Only one man made it out. Skin peeled, eyes milky, muttering. A single phrase. She still mourns. She still mourns. The townspeople sealed the cave, buried the entrance, and erased it from maps. But legends don't stay buried. A geologist team reopened the site in 2003, equipped with sensors and modern gear. They didn't believe in ghosts or ancient curses. They were scientists, and they were wrong. Cameras picked up movement, skeletal figures crawling upside down, unrecorded symbols glowing faintly on cave walls. Then one by one, the team began to disappear. No screams, no struggle, only silence and the sound of distant sobbing. Locals called her Planctoria de Oase, the Weeper of Bones. She was once a priestess, banished, buried alive, for defying the gods. They say her cries can erode flesh, and her sorrow bends time. An ancient scroll recovered from a nearby monastery describes her tomb, where bones cry. Time dies. She does not rest. She remembers every betrayal, and her memory is long, too long. A military cleanup crew was dispatched. Their footage leaked before being classified. Men screaming, their weapons jamming. Night vision captured something moving through rock. It didn't walk. It flowed, a shape made of ash and bone. Long arms, fractured fingers, a mouth too. Wide it whispered names, of their mothers, of their fears, of things only they could know. Then the video cuts. Dead silence. Only a hiss remained. Forensic audio experts found a hidden waveform embedded in the static, a frequency too low for human hearing. But it was weeping. Why does she cry? Some say she mourns her unborn child. Others claim she's weeping for the future of mankind. That her sorrow is prophetic, and growing louder every decade. Old villagers recall dreams of bone forests, of cribs made of rib cages, of a lullaby hummed by something with no eyes. A lullaby you never forget, even if you are never born. Satellite scans in 2011 revealed bone structures deeper than the cave system should allow. Entire skeletal cities, mapped like ancient ruins, structures with doors, but no way out. Scientists stayed. She believed the sobbing was a form of language-coded grief. She left voice notes. The last one ended with her whispering, "I understand now, and I wish I..." Authorities claimed it was gas leaks. Delirium. But eyewitnesses described survivors, aging 10 years overnight, hair white, teeth gone, memories erased and replaced with a child's voice saying, "It's okay, sleep now." A forbidden book, from 1659, bound in stitched skin, referenced her as, "She who waits beneath sorrow's root, a being not of hell or heaven, but of regret, given form, and she's not alone." Scribes mention others, weepers, dreamers, screamers, but she is the first, the mother of mourning, the last echo of a time before humanity stole fire. Why now? Why her return? Because the world is growing loud again, too fast, too blind, and grief, ancient grief, always finds its way back through the cracks. Child was found near the cave in 2020, covered in dust, smiling, but he spoke an extinct language, and carried a tooth, his own, wrapped in bone lace. He told rescuers, "She feeds on memories, and she's hungry again." Then, he laughed, and wept. Both sounds layered, overlapping, as if two souls were sharing the same throat. The cave was sealed again, but the weeping didn't stop. It seeped into phones, radio signals, even dreams, as if she'd learned how to adapt, to reach beyond stone and soil. The howls came every night long, drawn-out wails that made even wolves retreat. They echoed through the hills like grief wearing a skull. Villagers called her the Weeper of Bones, and none dared speak her real name. They said, she mourned something lost long ago, a betrayal buried so deep, even death couldn't quiet her sorrow. and every tear she cried, it turned to bone, white, brittle, piled in silent monuments no man could touch, children born with missing ribs, livestock found hollowed out with eyes still blinking. Wherever her bones spread, life crumbled. Not from violence but from a sadness so ancient, it had weight. One night a group of scholars came, historians, skeptics, armed with books and arrogance. They set up camp near the weeping stones, laughing at the local fear. By dawn, all that remained were 7 neatly stacked spines. The bones told stories, if you listened closely. They whispered names, dates, betrayals. Some said they were memories. Others believed they were sins solidified. But all agreed, did not belong to the living. In 1982, a journalist named Nadia went searching. She was fearless and broken. She lost a daughter, a voice, and half her hope. She thought maybe the weeper could cry her grief into silence. Nadia reached the Vale of Bones at dusk. No GPS, no camera crew, just a recorder, a candle, and a single red thread tied around her wrist. The villagers had insisted. To remind the bones you still bleed. And that night, Nadia recorded the weeping. Not moans, not cries, but names. Thousands of names, whispered in languages never spoken. And over it all one question repeated, "Do you remember what you promised me?" Her recorder melted. Her candle flickered, then turned blue. When Nadia returned, her voice was gone for good, but her wrists, wrapped in red thread, now braided, with a second woven from hair. The villagers said Nadia was marked. She'd been heard, accepted. They built her a house at the edge of the vale, half stone, half ash. No one dares step inside, but the weeper. She visits every winter. The government sent drones in 2021. What they found, heat signatures, not human, not animal, just dense pockets of energy, pulsing beneath the bone piles like a heartbeat, trying to remember who it once was. One drone captured a shape tall, veiled, holding a bundle of what looked like ribs wrapped in silk. The footage cut to static. The pilot. He clawed out his ears 3 days later, and kept whispering. She sang to me. Some say the weeper is the last priestess of a forgotten god. Others believe she's grief itself given form by a promise broken 10,000 years ago. But whatever she is, she waits, she listens, and she never forgets. A hidden manuscript from 1346 was found in Romania. It described a bone maiden, who wept for 900 nights without sleep. Each tear formed a child. Each child cursed to forget their mother, until one day, they returned. The bones still grow in the vale, shaped like prayers, promises, teeth. Once a year, the earth hums. Some call it mourning, some call it love, but those who feel it, wake up with dirt in their lungs. If you ever see her, don't run, don't scream, just bow your head, and whisper a secret you've never told anyone. She might spare. You, or she, might keep it. Wrapped in bone, buried, waiting. One hiker swears he saw her kneeling in a circle of rib cages. She was combing the earth, searching for what? He doesn't know. But now, every time it rains, he dreams of being hollow. The valley is closed off, fenced, watched, yet the bones appear in places, faraway schools, hospitals, train stations, always small, always white, always left behind. After someone vanishes, so what is she? A myth, a warning, or something older than memory itself? Maybe the weeper of bones is just grief, eternal and aching, wandering until someone finally listens. You've heard the cries, felt the chill. Now you must decide what she is, fact or fiction, curse or creation, before you go. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who sleeps too soundly, because next time, she might weep for you.